So this is one of the more popular parts of Marketing Engineers every year. In fact, the most popular part is our engineer panel. So last year we started with, the first time we had 2 panels taking place, and we're doing it again this year because what we found out is everybody wants to hear directly from the engineer. Is any of this stuff true? What have we not asked? What do you guys need to tell us? So this is where we'll begin. So welcome to the morning panel. And I will start with introducing each of our panelists. If you guys, and men and women, can raise your hand, that would be terrific. We'll start with Adi. She's the program manager of electrification at Sensata Technologies. So thank you, Adi, for joining us. We also have next, well, I'm not necessarily in order here, but we're going to Josh over here. He's the director of energy, engineering, obviously at Gobi. Ben, he's the president of Cyclone Energy Group. Again, thank you for joining us, everybody. And then John Yoon, you guys may recognize him. He's been around here a few times at Marketing Engineers as well. He's the lead engineer at McGuire Engineers Incorporated. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to ask a few questions. You guys can see the questions on the board. We'll go through talking with the panel, and then we'll have some Q&A at the end as well. So if you have something that's extremely important during the middle, you can always ask as well, so that's fine. I would like this to be a conversation, if we can. So, you all, if you hadn't seen some of it earlier, I know some of you guys just got here, according to the Marketing to Engineers research that we presented earlier, engineers are consuming a lot of content every year for work. Is this true for all of you? I'm going to ask all the questions right now, and you guys, we'll take some turns. Is this true for all of you? What types of content are you consuming? And then what is the most valuable to you now? So let's start off. John, why don't you start us off here?
I would say that's probably a low number.
It's a low number? Okay.
And it comes in ebbs and flows. If you think about what an engineer does, it's providing solutions to specific problems. So oftentimes you aren't looking for a singular solution. It's multiple solutions provide options for clients.
Okay.
So as a result, to find something simply online and go, that is what I want, or have a brochure and say, that is what I want, oftentimes it's inadequate.
Okay. Adi, how about yourself?
Sure. So I saw some of the sources that were listed on the content sources, and one of the sources that I didn't see listed but that I use a lot is Reddit. And I know it sounds interesting, but I tend to see that there are more quick kind of reads. You just read through an article, go to the next. You absorb a lot of information, very, very bullet-pointed information, not a lot of text, but that's the kind of content that I consume most often. 240 pieces, I don't know if that calculation is something that I've done yet, but I'm sure it's north of that.
So, and let me further go into Reddit. Now then, after you see information on Reddit, do you then pursue additional sources based on that information there?
Yes, so typically, so my exploration is in electrification right now, and it's kind of a growing industry, and of course you have the DOE publishing some text from the Vehicle Technology Office and different sources that are more, probably a little bit more stable than Reddit posts. So there's definitely that. You do want quality content, but to kind of get the trend, I go through Reddit and then definitely pursue more information from better websites.